Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
There is an executive director of an organization whose mission is to help advocate for the crypto space, who happens to refuse, to this point, to help XRP holders. In fact, he's made it very crystal clear, as I will highlight in this video. He's not a fan of Ripple, certainly not top executive Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. And this is coming at the same time as this headline from CNBC. Bitcoin tribalism is holding the crypto industry back, Ripple CEO says. So folks, the way this seems to work is that all of these organizations that are here to help advocate for the long-term viability and for the interests of the crypto asset class, they're doing that, but not for you listening to this because you're an XRP holder, aren't you? I mean, I'm making an assumption. This is an XRP-centric YouTube channel. So I talk about other crypto stuff, but the core focus on that. So it's not for you folks. You're the enemy, in fact. You're the problem as far as a lot of these people see it. So I'm going to share with you part of this article because there are some quotes from Brad Garlinghouse that are truly timely. And then I'm going to share with you what Attorney John Deaton had to say about how fractured the space is effectively, along with some other things in this topic. And he calls out this executive director because, frankly, and these are my words, I'll say that the executive director, he's being tribal. I think there's sufficient evidence of that. So I'm just going to call it like it is. Those are my words. He is being tribal. I will explain who I'm talking about and all the specifics. But before going further, I do want to be clear that I do not have a legal or financial background of any kind. I am not offering legal or financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. And before we even hop into this article, I gotta be clear. I don't like maximalism of any kind. Like Bitcoin maxi trolls, they're the worst. But I don't like maximalism for any coin, not even XRP. Now, XRP maximalists are exceedingly rare. I find people within the XRP community, on the whole, to be a lot more level-headed and reasonable. And fine, you have a sufficiently large group, you get to experience all God's creatures if you know what I'm talking about, yeah. But I'm just saying, on the whole, compare the Bitcoin community with the XRP community, and there is no comparison. Different types of people are attracted to these cryptocurrencies, and I like both, mind you. But I'll just tell you this: if you're ever in the same room as a Bitcoin maxi troll, you will know almost instantly because you'll start to sniff around it. You'll notice because it'll just smell like extreme sadness, and it will bring down your mood. Alright, into the CNBC article now. Tribalism around Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is holding back the entire $2 trillion market, according to the boss of blockchain firm Ripple. Polarization isn't healthy in my judgment, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said in a CNBC-hosted fireside chat at Paris Blockchain Week Summit last week. I own Bitcoin. I own Ether. I own some others. I am an absolute believer that this industry is going to continue to thrive. That's a direct quote. And then he said, and this is also a quote from, all boats can rise. Absolutely. I've been in crypto since November of 2017. The first cryptocurrency I bought was Ethereum. And guess what? I still hold Ethereum. The second coin I bought same day was November 10th. I bought Litecoin. The third cryptocurrency I bought was Bitcoin. I own all three of those still. And then 1 week later, I bought my first altcoin ever, and it was XRP. And guess what? I've never sold a single XRP. I own all of this. I don't have to hate Bitcoin and Ether and Litecoin because I own XRP. It's completely ridiculous. But if you own Bitcoin, you are expected to not like XRP. If you really want to be at the core of that community, it seems that you're supposed to not like XRP specifically. And ideally, you don't like other coins either. Maximalism is the way to go, apparently. But in particular, XRP. And it was so disappointing when I jumped into crypto and I found out, because I thought it was so neat. I was like, wow, I'm part of this small percentage of humans on the planet that are even looking at this thing. I was like, this is pretty neat. There's something really to this here. And then I found out that I wasn't welcome because I decided that XRP made logical sense. That's exactly what happened. In fact, before I go further in the article, take a look at this. I wanted to highlight this. Here's an individual, nothing personal against this guy. I've highlighted him on my channel before for different reasons, but this guy goes by the name Plan B. So he's anonymous, but that's fine. He's got 1.8 million followers, and he's most famous in the world of crypto for having applied the stock-to-flow model to Bitcoin. He was the first person ever to do this, and he's let out some tweets over the years that have indicated he does not like XRP, referencing S-word coin, all this crap. And he highlighted this article, which I'm going to continue on with in a second, but I wanted to break away just to highlight the degree to which people, big names in the Bitcoin community, are tribal. Look at this. Here's the headline from CNBC again. Bitcoin tribalism is holding back the crypto industry, Ripple CEO says. And so you have Plan B, 1.8 million followers on Twitter. 1.8 million, and this is what he's putting out. He shared that headline, and he didn't say anything to diffuse the situation. He was like, this is correct. We should not be tribal within the community. In fact, if anything, we should band together and push back against government entities that are causing harm to the industry. Did he say anything like that? No, he did not. He wrote the following. If you know why Bitcoin has no CEO, then you are ahead of 99% of investors in mainstream media. Bonus points if you can answer with a Satoshi quote. So what's he getting at right there? The idea that XRP apparently has a CEO or that it's centralized? Of course that's what he's nudging at. That's very clear. He has no interest in reducing tribalism. And it's a shame because he says a lot of smart stuff about a lot of other things, and I've highlighted him and I'll continue to. But why, if you're an adult, why act like this? How close-minded must you be to think and speak like this publicly and to have no shame whatsoever in doing so? It simply doesn't make sense. And so moving forward with this piece, and again, clearly Brad Garlinghouse highlighting he owns multiple cryptocurrencies. He's not a maximalist of XRP himself. Garlinghouse, a former Yahoo executive, compared the crypto industry today to the dot-com era of the late 1990s and early 2000s. And here's another quote. Yahoo could be successful, and so could eBay. They're solving different problems. There's different use cases and different audiences and different markets. I think a lot of those parallels exist today, end quote. Undeniably true. There will never be a one-size-fits-all cryptocurrency. Ain't gonna happen. Different cryptocurrencies have different use cases. There are different people that live in different geographic regions that will be more enticed to join particular blockchain communities for specific use cases. There's all sorts of different reasons that various cryptocurrencies will be appealing to various people. And so to think that there's just going to be one coin to rule them all is very short-sighted. Piece continues. There are now tens of thousands of cryptocurrencies in circulation. worth a combined $2 trillion according to CoinGecko data. Some digital coins have attracted quite a dedicated following, not least Bitcoin, whose hardcore advocates are often referred to as maximalists. Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey and MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor are among the so-called maximalists who support only Bitcoin and not other cryptocurrencies. Garlinghouse said, "Such maximalism has meant the crypto industry has fractured representation when it comes to lobbying U.S. lawmakers." Yeah, and on that point, he said the following: "The lack of coordination in Washington, D.C. amongst the crypto industry, I find to be shocking." Yeah, I find that to be shocking too, which I'm going to highlight. But, again, it never ceases to astound me the degree to which maximalism has truly taken hold. Now, take a look at this from attorney John Deaton. He wrote the following: 5 days ago was Jerry Brito's response regarding Brad Garlinghouse. So he's got a little down arrow pointing to it. I'm just going to show it to you before I go any further. There was this, and this is just a screen grab of the actual comment. So there's somebody that wrote, "Sorry, Jerry Brito, I'm closing the Axios live stream before you speak because I can't sit through Garlinghouse." So there, Garlinghouse is apparently going to speak before Jerry Brito. And this somebody here doesn't like Brad Garlinghouse, whoever this person is. I can't read that. I don't know what that is. And said, "Nope, I gotta stop watching. I'm closing the live stream. Can't watch Garlinghouse, so I'm gonna miss you. I wanted to see you, but Brad Garlinghouse is first, so I'm gonna close. Just can't stand it to even be on my screen." And then Jerry Brito, the executive director of Coin Center, responded with 3 words: "Don't blame you." What the hell did Garlinghouse do to you? I mean, it's very clear, like, you refuse to support XRP holders. You setting aside whatever disdain you have for Brad Garlinghouse, you refuse to do anything to help XRP holders. Despite the fact that your organization you're running here, it's supposed to help cryptocurrency out in the entire ecosystem, be an advocate for those players in the space, including retail speculators. And XRP is just a decentralized cryptocurrency, but it's like it's the devil to you. It's completely absurd. And so here's what John Deaton said 5 days ago below was Jerry Brito's response regarding Brad Garlinghouse. At coincenter.org, it reads the following. And then he shared this. This is the actual Coin Center website. Look what it says. This is what he shared. John Deaton shared in his tweet. Coin Center is the leading nonprofit focused on the policy issues facing cryptocurrencies. We engage in research, educate policymakers, and advocate for sensible regulatory approaches to this technology. They should have a little asterisk there, unless it has anything to do with XRP. And in which case, we're not going to do that. No. We're not going to help the decentralized XRP ecosystem whatsoever because of reasons. Oh, okay, well, that's a mature way to approach all of this. John Deaton continues. Who exactly does Coin Center advocate for? I don't care if you despise Chris Larsen or Garlinghouse. Hundreds of thousands of individual XRP holders are being hurt by the SEC's gross overreach in the Ripple/XRP case, and the SEC needs to be called out over it. The SEC isn't limiting its claims of illegality to only include previous or present sales of XRP issued by Ripple or its executives. The SEC is absurdly claiming the token itself is an unregistered security, including XRP traded in the secondary market. And before anyone attempts to minimize their own failure and neglect, claiming my interpretation of the allegations are inaccurate, Judge Netburn, presiding over the case, interprets the allegations the same. Read for yourself. And then he shared this. This is actually part of a transcript from a pretrial hearing. And this is the judge. This is Judge Netburn herself who said, and I quote, "Presumably under this theory, then, every individual in the world who is selling XRP would be committing a Section 5 violation based on what you just said." End quote. So folks, John Deaton isn't kidding. This is a big deal. And even if you don't like XRP, if you think this won't affect your coin of choice in the future, if this goes poorly for Ripple and XRP holders, man, you got a whole nother thing coming. Attorney Deaton continues. In fact, SEC enforcement lawyers made it crystal clear in writing as well. Read for yourself, and I quote, and this is from the actual legal complaint here, from the SEC. "The XRP traded, even in the secondary market, is the embodiment of those facts, circumstances, promises, and expectations, and today represents that investment contract." End quote. So folks, what's at the heart of this? Whether or not Ripple selling XRP counts as an investment contract. He's citing all of those factors as playing into whether or not XRP is an investment contract, that the SEC is rather. And they are claiming that all of the facts and circumstances that they're citing, all the expectations, everything there, that does represent the investment contract, including the sale of XRP on secondary markets. XRP in and of itself is a security they're claiming. This is a big deal. And Jerry Brito here, spouting that nonsense off to his 59,600 followers on Twitter. He thinks that's a better use of his time. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for nothing. Attorney Deaton continues. When you read the complaint filed by the SEC, there are multiple paragraphs that equally apply to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. The SEC's argument in the XRP case is the functional equivalent of claiming the oranges themselves were the securities in Howie. The relevant question is, why haven't the so-called trade associations been more vocal? Not in support of Ripple or its executives, but against the SEC's gross overreach. If the SEC limited its claims versus Ripple to early sales of XRP, I wouldn't have sued the SEC. If the SEC had instead sued the Ethereum Foundation, Consensus, Joseph Lubin, Vitalik Buterin, and didn't limit the allegations to only include Ethereum's ICO, I claimed today's Ethereum, including secondary market Ethereum, are securities, I would have also sued the SEC. 66,172 XRP holders from the United States and over 60 other countries from around the world have joined together to fight the SEC's overreach. Whether we like or dislike Garlinghouse or Ripple is irrelevant to doing what's right. Amen, Attorney Deaton. Hitting the nail on the head. And I am tired of this nonsense. These people, they're adults by age only. Some of these people. That's what it looks like to me. They're adults by age only, not behavior. And the degree to which they're closed-minded and refuse to recognize cold hard fact surrounding the technology of XRP. It's easily provable that the XRP ledger is decentralized. There is no central point of failure. Ripple has no special controls over the XRP ledger. No new XRP can be created. XRP cannot be frozen by Ripple. None of this is a thing. But here, the facts seem to not matter. And it's extra hypocritical as Bitcoin is now being positioned for the same use case that Ripple's positioning XRP for as a bridge currency, which is happening via strike with Jack Mallers, who has founded that organization.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.